Hi, this is Susan. This is my first attempt at a video. I am going to share with you today my Bitten by the Bug project. We're using Sweet Treats cartridge where we're doing the little nest cut. I'm going to do my best to try and get through this without flubbing too much, so I'm going to tell you I have a little bit of camera shyness. So already I've had, my favorite adhesive mess up on me. And I've lost a couple of things here. This is the shadow cut for the nest. I also have, as you can see, a 3-layer decorative corner cut that I decided to use here. I'm making a door hanger, and I think this is going to turn out really cute if I can just get it all together. Okay, tried to repair my little oops I had with this layer while I was off camera there for a minute. This is a little delicate and has me a little nervous. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up too badly. Because again, first time on camera, everything just is not going to work for me tonight. This is what I get for not doing a test run. Okay, I think that might work okay. Now what I'm going to do is figure out how to add some pop dots to the back of this. I may need to raid my stash here up above me. I'm missing my favorite pokey tool. All of my girlfriends are probably laughing right now as I'm doing this because they know that the piercing tool is my favorite tool of all the tools. So much so that I have 2 of them in case I should misplace the one. And at the moment, I haven't just misplaced them, I've misplaced my entire toolkit. This is making me so unhappy. But what did I say earlier about when you're on camera for the first time? If it can go wrong, apparently it will go wrong. Okay, so I'm going to try and affix this little fella right here. Though I think it's going to work significantly better if I actually pull the tabs off of those. Donna, are you laughing hard right now, honey? Because this is really stressful for me. Okay, let's add the rest of the nest, which probably should have gone in the middle there, but again, with the day I'm having, middle, top, lower, whatever. And yep, that's what I love about that adhesive. When I said earlier that it starts off as repositionable and then you can open it up if you need to. That's what I was referring to. Did you see how I just peeled the top piece here and then put it back down? And what I'll do there is do just a little touch of it there, and that'll keep that in place, and a little touch right there, and that should keep that in place. And I pulled it just a touch because I want some dimension there. Now I do have more birds to add because, what's this going to be if not the bird's nest? Because we do, as the cut says, want to bless this nest, and what's my nest without birds? Okay, making a mess again. Now because I don't want this entire cut, I'm going to take my little scissors here. I'm going to cut off the nest. I already have the nest I like, so I don't see adding any more nest into this. Okay, and I'm going to just put some adhesive on my birds here, and this will make them just a little bit lighter color than their shadow, which is nice. Okay, I don't know if you can see that well enough. And then I'm going to top my birds again with a cut I have already completed, because just as I did with this piece, I used one mat and cut all the pieces at once. All of this is on a single cut file, which I will post to my blog, and it will be called Bless This Nest. There are 2 options. There's a larger oval option on there, and then the smaller circle option that I'm doing. Okay, and now because I want this layer to have a little dimension, I'm going to grab these smaller pop dots again and just use a few of them. We're going to add them right on here, and maybe some up on the tails, because you know it wouldn't be good to have a flat tail. No, 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 no. Everybody wants a perky tail. Alright, and then one for the hat, and finally one more for little wifey bird's body. I'll try to remember to pull these little things this time. Alright, sorry I'm all quiet-ish. It's just, again, difficult to keep a running stream of conversation, but I'm not used to doing that. Or in this case, not so much conversation as a monologue. Now, as you can see, I used something else from the brown family and have a little print on the birds. I didn't want them to be too plain, so I made them out of this cute little print. And again, this is where we are right now, and I will keep working on this. I cut a black top hat by adding another layer of just the nest, the hat, the leaves that I'm actually not using, but that was easy to do all at once, to just keep adding those on there. Now, this is going to be a little tricky. Probably should have done this before I adhered them on there, but let's put in Mr. Bird Lips and Mrs. Bird Lips, which I suppose are really beaks, but I'm going for bird lips because they're really looking like they're happy singing or they're wanting to kiss or something. And apparently they're newlyweds, so, you know, whatever works for them there. Okay. Oh, I just found my pokey tool. Just when I'm finished kneading it, of course. Alright, I'm going to do a little doodling on here because their eyes need to show, as do their little wings and her little curly Q. And I think I'm going to just give some dot action because, as you probably know if you come to my blog regularly, I do like my doodle dots probably almost as much as I like my pokey tool. You know, it's just this thing I have. I think everything looks better once it's been doodle dotted. I'm quite fond of my white gel pen for doodle dotting also. Okay, well, I hope I'm doing okay on time. I'm really not sure. And just because I think it needs it, I'm going to add a few doodles around here. My friend Kathy has asked me if I ever have a plan for dots. And I'm just going to be honest and say, no. I just sort of do whatever comes to me. Sometimes I overdo it. Don't tell Kathy I said that. But sometimes I do overdo it. Right now, though, I don't think I've overdone it. In fact, I think he needs a little action there, as does she. And just maybe a couple of shadowy dots for them. Okay, now I'm probably going to get my white pen and finish this up, but essentially that's how I made the door hanger.